Okay, we'll try that again. Okay, we'll try that again. Let me see if I'm able to see you. Okay. See. Okay. Great.
Finally. Welcome, energy. That's great, yeah. Semma music, huh? Yeah.
You can keep watching. Welcome to the last Singh story. This is special, and I'm so super honored, so blessed. I'm so happy to have one of our dear friends, Dr. Sunildeep Singh, on my show today. Thank you so much for agreeing to come.
You're welcome. Thank you so much for having me on your show.
I think this is going to be like the most non-conventional topic that I've been speaking on conscious conversation with Kate. And I thought, let's do it, let people know who I am and probably what are the things I know a little bit and probably share some knowledge which could not be available or they're not even aware about it. So let's go try to expand people's consciousness a bit. What do you think?
I think that's a great idea.
Right.
Great idea.
Right. So, Sunil, before we go into speaking about what's going to be, the today's topic, entheogens, right? Why don't you say a couple of things about who you are and what are you doing and how did you get into this? So, why don't you share with our viewers?
Well, hard to say who I am, but yeah, I'm 33 years old. I have basically went through school and college and university with you, and then I finished. And then I had a little bit of, you can say, I'm not sure what I was doing, and I'm actually still trying to figure out what I'm supposed to do in this life, and yeah, so I'm actually still at the phase. Sorry?
Aren't we all at the phase?
I know, yeah. Exactly. So it's quite hard to pinpoint, even who I am or whatever right now. It's hard, yeah.
Question for a normal person, you would just immediately answer. I think when I ask, I think you kind of, who am I?
Exactly, yeah. So it's hard to say even who am I yet, But yeah, we'll see. I mean, it's still unfolding. Sorry. Yeah.
Yeah, that's great. So Sunil has been one of a very, very, very dear friend. In fact, I think at this point I want to just highlight and perhaps even enhance or even, how do I say, to solidify my gratitude, all right, for you, Sunil. Thank you for really being there for me when I think life was just crashing and crumbling around me. I was going through so much of pain at that point. I didn't know how to even cope with myself, and this reality of who I am was another question which I was going through at that point. And it didn't even, at a point, I couldn't even recognize who I was. And I was afraid that I am not who I am. People are telling me different things and I am lost, okay? And I'm just so super grateful to have friends who were around me at that point, non-judgmentally, empathetically, able to feel the pain I needed to feel and allow me to feel very beautifully, right? So for that, I'm eternally grateful to you, Sunil, because I think you are very important, in fact, very transformative in my healing process. So I'm so grateful to you.
Yeah, you're welcome. And actually, you also were there when I also was at a bad time. I think we were both going through a very bad time, and we were there. We were just there for each other. And that was great. Yeah.
Yeah. So let's go. Let's break a little bit of ice around what is encouragement. What is encouragement, Sunil?
Well, in my perspective, I think intelligence is just any chemical or any compounds that causes a change in your consciousness, change in your perception, change in your moods, and you could call this also a mystical experience. So most people actually say it's a mystical. Why they say mystical is because you can't pinpoint actually what it is, but it's an experience where it breaks you, it breaks your consciousness, it takes you to different areas of your brain and your mind. Yeah, that's
Yeah,
basically
and
it.
so you,
Yeah,
yeah, it's something that I think, and it's different for different people. Is something that we also need to recognize, right? Like everyone's
yeah,
experience are critical according to their formative thoughts as they were growing up or whatever. So the association with the mystical will have its backstory, and I think that's how
yeah,
they will get connected to the thought, whatever that is that they believe in, right? So that's
yeah,
something very
yeah.
important. I thought something very unique. And like, how did you actually stumble upon, NCOs? Is really like, what was your journey for you to like recognize? Okay, you know what? There are stuff like this, and it could actually expand business and all. So yeah, how did you stumble upon it?
It's actually I stumbled upon it. I actually did just stumble upon it. I didn't know what I was doing. I think I was in fourth year in med school. And me and my friend, we went out to Pangandaran. I think you know the place. It's a beachside town, around 6 hours from our uni. And we were actually looking for some ganja. And but the guy said that's finished, but we have something else. We have, and he called the name Jamur. He said Jamur, and I'm Malaysian. I didn't know Jamur is a mushroom, right? So me and my friend, we looked at each other and we're like, okay, let's give this a go. And basically, yeah, that was my first trip, even without knowing what I was taking, and that started the whole journey, I guess. Yeah,
And how was that
yeah.
first journey for you? How was that experience that you
Well,
had?
wow, it was an amazing experience. I think because we had it in basically you can cook the mushrooms in egg. He made an egg out of it, and also he made a tea, right? And so we drank it, we ate it, and then he spent some time with us, and then I started having like visuals, like quite heavy visuals were coming, change in color. I could see like shifting in walls and the breathing of walls and breathing of things and shapes, just coming like this coming. And then he said, okay, now y'all go in your room and chill. So we went in the room. And that was around 2 hours. Okay, 2 hours was
Okay.
fine. 2 hours were having a lot of fun talking and like, Macha, what is this? Macha, what is that? But after the 2 hour period is when I actually had it's a bad trip. I really had a really bad trip, and it was like I understood what uh, delusions were, paranoia, delusions, paranoia, all these things I felt firsthand. And it was quite
Yeah.
scary. I tell you, it was one of the scariest things. I remember next day calling everyone and telling Macha, what the hell is this day? I don't know what I took. I think I'm going crazy.
Are you there, Sunil?
Yeah, you there?
Yes, I am here. Yes. Can you hear me?
What happened? Yeah, I hear you. Hi,
I
Anjuna.
think
Anjuna is joining us.
yes, I saw that. Yes. Thank you so much for joining us. Yes, and you are welcome to ask many questions as you need to ask. Right. So I remember vividly, we were sitting in Harvard. I think we were sitting in some Sikura Attas or that place, where you told me that
Yes, yes.
very,
You chickened out.
uh,
You were supposed to take it then. You were supposed to take it then with me, but you chickened out at the last moment. You said don't want, don't want, don't want. Yeah. Yes.
when I was in university, I was not very that happy. I am a late bloomer.
I remember it was exactly when we were watching tennis. We were watching Wimbledon. Yeah.
Yeah, and I remember you said the whole thing, everything is green. I'm like, what is this guy
Green,
talking?
yeah.
I'm like, and I'm, yeah, explaining it to me, and I'm just watching you like cartoon, like.
And you were talking and talking and talking, and I had to tell you, Kartika, please, I cannot take it anymore. Yeah, so those were some, yeah, those are some early experiences, I guess.
Yeah, early experiences, yeah. And now let's get into the science behind it, okay? So one of the things that I felt like was really something which was extremely helpful for me was LSD, lysergic acid, right? So talk about that. What is LSD?
Yeah, it's lysergic acid, right? Diethylamide, right? And it is derived from ergot. Ergot is something, it's a fungus that grows on wheat, okay? And this guy, Albert Hoffman, he derived it, he made it, synthesized it, and and basically he was actually looking for a medicine to treat some sort of a lung condition, right? That's what they say lah. That's what he said lah. And to go further into it, they actually not recently, probably around 5, 6, 7, I don't know how many years. They put somebody under a functional MRI.
Okay.
To scan the brain, right, while someone is on acid, and they found out that basically your whole brain, right, becomes really relaxed, where it doesn't have those concrete connections, right? So you're able to travel in your brain. That means from the back to the front to the sides. So that's why you can see sound, right? So you can see sound, you can hear things, and you can connect all over your mind. So it kind of like just opens up everything, opens up your mind, and you're able to explore and become more creative. Yeah.
And I think for me, one of remember the first time I had it was a very spiritual experience, extremely spiritual. I remember seeing Shiva himself, having conversation all with him. So I guess I'm just one of those lucky people who I do not suggest everybody to do this. Okay, so I took it. I think in a very
Exactly. You have to actually say, we are not advocating for anyone to take this drug. It is just talk about it. Yeah.
We are talking about it because there is such thing out there, all right. And I did it in a very controlled setting where I knew that that is why the set and the setting is extremely important. In fact, in psychiatry itself, they give this for patients for healing, right? Provided that you know that everything else is within the control. So I think I was very blessed because I had doctors around me, and I think we were also blessed to have a shaman. So what is the role of shaman? Probably you want to add during this point.
Shamans are basically people who have taken a lot of these substances, and they are very wise people. And it's very important to note that LSD was also used in MK Ultra, which was a mind control program. So if you have wrong people around you, have wrong intentions, they could actually change your mind, not for the better, but for the worse, right? So that's why you have shamans around to induce a state of calmness and to guide you through the process, so to basically, just to guide you through the process. That's just about it, Not to steal your energy, not to, take over your mind, but to actually liberate your mind.
Liberate. And there will be times that you do not know where to go, and sometimes probably they will guide you towards maybe you should focus a little bit more on this light or this sound or this smell, and they will take you on that journey, and if you're
Yeah.
blessed around such comments, I guess I don't think this happens for everybody. I think when it's your time and it's your calling, such things happen. But I
Yeah.
wanted to ask about like, is there like such thing as a lethal dose for LSD? Like, do people die from it? Have you heard of people dying?
Nah, there is not they don't have lethal dose, but it is not advisable for you to take very big amounts, and yes, so it's because you can have like tremors, you can have you can start to breathe very heavily, you can start to have palpitations, which is the beating of the heart is really fast. So that's when you go to higher doses. Yeah.
I remember being, some basic things sometimes you don't remember, like, you have to keep drinking water, going to the toilet, basic things, right? Like, when you have
Yeah.
friends taking care of you who have gone through the experience before you, and yeah, it's extremely, really, really helpful at that point, right? So, like, I want to speak about, like, famous people who have taken acid and then found revelations, like, from screen share couples.
Basically, I find every fucking artist now has taken fucking LSD. Okay, and I think the biggest one is probably Steve Jobs. So Steve Jobs have taken, all these guys have taken, in some point of their life they have taken, and mainly artists, they all have taken 100%. Yeah.
So that really kind of opens you, and the moment it opens you, right? Like, that's why they say once you see something, you can never unsee it. Once you already know
Mm.
it's there, you can never unsee it. That's why it's so
Yeah.
important to allow children to expose themselves to different things, right? So then their
Exactly.
brain
Yeah.
opens up. So we spoke about one entheogen, which is extremely I think a powerful entheogen where you can actually connect to your spirituality. Uh, Powerful. Oh, we've got these interesting people who are joining us, right? Hi, Mukesh is there. Okay.
Hey, Mukesha.
Okay, so let's talk about that. Okay, let's talk about psilocybin. Now, what are psilocybin?
Magic mushrooms.
Magic mushroom. Also, I've not really had a proper experience, but I've heard so much
Hey,
about.
y'all in India, do you know in India y'all can get a lot of magic mushrooms?
I got no setting, no kawan masa.
You can find don't worry, soon after this I think you'll have a few people will be asking you, let's have a sesh.
Not speak the word, but that's the beauty, right? The nature should arise to such thing. I think it will happen, but like, yeah. So that's something that I really want to explore at one point, for healing purposes. I've been told that it's extremely very like damn calming and stuff like that, right? So
it's it's more okay for me. My perspective of magic mushroom is more of a teacher. It's more of it will take you places. It's not like LSD. LSD you have more control, but with magic mushrooms you don't have control. It will take you to spaces and you just have to follow. If you don't follow, that's where the bad trips come in. So you just have to follow the guide, whatever the teacher shows you. You just follow, you just listen, and you just take it. You just take it in. Yeah.
how important is music during this kind of when we are taking this? What does music do?
Um, Actually, by right, like you should. The only music you should have is probably some sort of like how the shamans will be drumming, playing something like dub dub dub, and then chanting something. That's to heighten your senses in a way. But if you could do it without music, that would be the best. If you would take it without having music, that means just lying down. Just lie down, take it and lie down. Don't listen to music. Don't open your eyes. Everything has to be shut. Your senses have to be closed off for you to really experience. Yeah, and even in that aspect, I have not done it like that. When we do it, it's always full on sensory blast. You have music, you have people around. We are always mixed up. So it's actually a good thing next time if you ever do it. Try to do it in a quiet, peaceful place and just have your one your what do you call it, the person who takes care of you, right? Yeah, just have one person who checks in on you and stuff like that, and that's it. I think that would be the best way to heal.
Lysergic acid, or are you talking about psilocybin acid?
I'm talking about magic mushrooms.
Okay, magic mushrooms, yeah. Because
Magic mushrooms.
for that, like, do people die out of that? It's something that I've always.
No, again, shrooms does not have LD50, but you can only take a certain amount. Like the highest that we have taken, I think like 10 grams or something. Like they're crazy fucks out. They just want to try higher and higher, but you don't have to. Taking 3 grams is good enough. Taking 5 grams is way, like that's we call it a heroic dose. So you don't have to go that high. 2.5 to 3 grams is perfect.
What does it do to your brain, really? What does psilocybin do to your brain?
If you would look under what do you call it, MRI, it's basically the same thing as what LSD does, right? It just breaks down the walls, it brings down all the barriers, and allows you to travel freely. But it has that weird thing, that mystical thing about shrooms is it has a teacher in there. Somehow it guides you. It shows you certain things. It brings you to certain places. Unlike what I've felt in acid when I've taken acid.
Okay, and they say that because I think the consciousness of the plant itself is higher than our consciousness. It's been there even before us, and it survived, and so it's
Exactly.
teach you, and like it's not like you choose it, it's like he chooses you for the consciousness to or something like that. Some of the basically, right? So that's like
that's why they say it's very. Sorry, that's why they say it's very important for you to also go and pick your own mushrooms if you really want to have a good trip, because that you're actually connecting with it even deeper. It's not someone else getting it for you. You go and get it yourself.
And how do you know which is the mushroom? How would you know? Like, where does this mushroom
go? That is a tough one, because I don't want people going out there and like trying to get their own mushrooms. You have to learn. You have to study which mushrooms to take, and it's basically a cap in Malaysia and Indonesia. It's a capped mushroom with a little nipple on top. And when you touch it, it bruises. So that's one way. Yeah, that's only one way to know. But you have to come back and then you have to put it on a piece of paper to see the spore formation. And then you can go online and you can compare and see if the spore formation is the same or not. And if it's same, then you can take it. I mean, that's the 100% way lah. Yeah.
Like, have people taken like mushroom and then flipped to the other side, like gone to a phase where they can't come back? Has there been like cases where have you heard of some things like that?
Yeah, God, yes. If you have like your family, I mean your family members who have mental illnesses, if it runs in your family, yes, there have been cases where people go mad and they don't ever come back.
Everybody, we are not advocating you to take without.
Yes, we are not advocating. No.
About our experiences. There is such thing which is available out there, and probably I think probably 10 years time or even before that, I have a feeling that this is going to be one of the mainstay of like treatment, even in doctors are going to start prescribing it, because mental health is something which is like rising like there's no tomorrow, right? And with everything which is happening, recognize that whatever pills you're giving, you're just numbing, you're not facing it, you're not healing, you're just prolonging, numbing, and you're just escaping it. Now, what entheogens does allow you to just numb it. They ask you what you see it, feel it, experience it, and go through that feeling. And that's one of the beautiful things. So I think it's just a matter of time where the collective consciousness will raise and it will become a mode of treatment, hopefully. That's our prayer at least.
Yeah, and it's also been shown that like especially for depression and anxiety and all these issues, magic mushroom has a very, very positive impact. It helps a lot of people. After taking even one dose, they come out and they're just like they have just a better like well-being. They feel really good about themselves, about about the world, and they're no more so like just trapped in their own body. You know what I mean?
And the beauty about this, right? Once if you take the right thing, right, you don't feel like going to it again and again and again and again. Like if that one trip or whatever you go through, that trip will give you enough insight for you to
Exactly.
You yourself know, what, I know better. Things it has taught me, and I think this is the direction I need to move in right now.
Yeah.
So, like one of the greatest learnings of myself, and I don't know, and everyone, I think of the people who I have noticed who's around me who have taken, I have always noticed them to become a better version of themselves. It's not like they have deteriorated as far as their mental health is concerned. They've always become a better person. They shift towards meditation. They shift towards yoga. They shift towards better eating. If you or a person who actually survives vipassana, not many people actually. I know so many people who are living in a normal life. They go there 3-4 days. They scream and they come back. Cannot take it because they cannot face what you need to face. They're crying and they're weeping and cannot tahan already. So I think when you go through this kind of feeling, I think you come to a emotional maturity level, or perhaps the ability for you to withstand a lot of feelings that arises within you becomes a little bit more resilient is something that I feel.
Yes, yep, I agree, 100%.
You yeah, sudah apa cerita? Want me to play some music?
Then play for R1 lah. Play something above and beyond.
What song shall we play for this? Okay, one song only, not many songs. For a while. This is Selik for a while. Never mind.
Silly lah, half time.
Half time.
Half
No,
time.
we'll the song in a bit. It is kind of loading. Now we will go to the third.
Hey, hi, Amrit is here. Hi, Amrit.
Say hello. Hi. How are you? Nice to meet you. Right.
It's not. No. I wanted to ask something stupid. I'm not fine.
There is a big question, Harwan. There's no stupid. Just ask any. Tanya saja.
No, I wanted to ask: is this Instagram only can be one-on-one live, or you can join like more people?
No, there's only one person at one point right
It's
now.
only one person, huh?
Eventually, we will have more people.
Okay.
Soon we will do Zoom meeting and then we will put it on YouTube. Okay? Kita kasih Zoom.
Nice. Yeah. That'd be
So,
cool.
so we spoke about.
You know, wait. Now I want to ask you a question. So, where did you get an idea to name your podcast "Laugh, Sing, and Dance"?
I think that was already.
Let's enlighten people.
Figured it out. Now,
If they've not figured it out, that means something's out.
This name is me. This is one of my first tricks, basically. Yeah. So suddenly I was just seeing the word LSD, and I said, love, sing, dance, okay, let's just go with that, So and then a very deep story that I had during the trip. So I said, what, I should call my company one day the Love Dance Story, and one day all of us are going to feel together. We're going to form this tribe. We're going to show this beautiful light which is within us, So that was the big idea behind it. So yeah, thank you for asking me.
It's great. It's great. It's really nice. It's very nice. Creative.
Nice. Okay. Right. So we spoke about lysergic acid. We spoke about psilocybin. So the third one is ayahuasca, right?
Yeah. Ayahuasca, I can't really say much because I've not really taken it. But, I hope one day to take it and then I can share with you. But all I know it is basically a vine and a shrub which has DMT. Okay, and the vine is a MOI inhibitor. So basically, because this DMT, if you eat it, right, you won't feel anything. Okay, because normally it's smoked, right? So you won't feel anything. So, but when you take this vine in with it, it prolongs the effect to around 7-8 hours. So yes, and it's there's a lot of weird stories. And when they ask the shamans about how did you find out about this, like how did you know to mix the wine with this shrub, and all they say is the plant told us.
Yeah. So they have that.
You see, so it's so weird, right? Because sometimes when we take these drugs, we go in, we think everything is happening inside. But there might be actually a connection with the, I don't know, higher I don't know. I really don't know. Yeah. I don't know.
So they usually, I have seen people who have spoken about this, who have got a little bit of knowledge. They say that mother chooses you, and you feel a very loving, embracing mother's energy. That's the earth mother energy is something that they speak about, and apparently it's extremely transformative, and it's like, yeah, once you go there, then you come back a changed person. Basically, you're just changed for
Yes.
for everything, right?
And yeah, and also doing, like, when you do psychedelics, it's very important to have goals. Like, you outline a few questions that you want to ask. Always ask questions and get your intentions, and then you might get some answers. But if you just go in somewhere without knowing, then you might kena blasa lah. You might get whacked left, right, and center. They're like, why are you here? Why you came here? For what? Huh? I slapped you now a few times. Yeah.
Ayahuasca is, yes, and I am hoping that I will actually take it soon. In fact, there's somebody who contacted me here, so I don't know if it is my calling then, so I will let you know lah kalau itu jadi. Yeah. So
Yeah, it'd be amazing if we all can plan a trip one day and go down there and actually take it.
Peru,
Down there. Peru, Brazil, the Amazon lah, they've got tribe. And you can masuk any part you can masuk. Yeah.
that'll be really, really nice. Okay, so what else can we talk about when we talk about SEO? Okay, so we spoke about the good things, right? Like some things. Now, what are like the total
Total what?
don't do this, don't do that, don't do this while you're this on the, like, I think when I was reading a little bit on ayahuasca, right, basically they have a lot of rituals that you have to do even before going. So it's like extremely,
Oh, yes.
like how you prepare yourself for a ceremony or something like that, where you have to go through fasting, you have to avoid a couple of
Yes.
foods. Very, very spiritual.
Yes.
And,
Even with acid and shrooms, right? They say it's good to fast 1 week before taking. It's good to go on an all juice diet, stuff like that, lah. Really cleanse your body so you're clean. No smoking, no drinking, all that stuff. Yeah.
So do we have any questions, Harwan, or anyone who's watching? Do you have any questions in regards to entheogen or psychedelics or something that probably we have a person here who has a little bit more experience in comparison to us, and probably can.
Sikit. A bit more lah. A lot of people here also have taken a lot.
Okay. I speak about something I was doing while I was doing research, that there are.
I think, okay, set and setting is a good thing to talk about.
Okay, talk about that.
Set and setting, I feel, is very important because you need to be in a good state of mind. So that's called set, right? Your mindset. Your mindset has to be in a good state of mind. You're calm, at peace. You're not fighting with your girlfriend, boyfriend, mother, father, having problems here, there. Because these things are going to come out and you're just going to have a bad trip. Because then you're just going to go round in that circle, right? So you want to be in a calm state of mind, and also the setting. I mean, setting also with good people around you. Nice place, like normally what I hear, and it's best to take this stuff outdoors, in the jungle, by nature, by a waterfall, not in a room, not in an enclosed room, enclosed space. You don't really get much out of it, you don't get to see much, stuff like that, yeah. What do you think about that?
It's a whole new world. Really? You're in the right setting. I can show you the world.
Yeah.
Shining, shimmering, splendid. Yeah. So that is very cool, right? Yeah. Okay. I think we'll just go ahead and play a music.
Half time. What's this? Above and beyond now.
Yes.
For Harwan, this for you.
Yes. Okay, really forgot, but yeah, we're resettling stuff. Bro. I want to ask, okay, Sunil, during this time, alright?
Wait, I can't hear you. I can't hear you with the music.
I want the both of us, while we're listening to this music, okay, I want us to just go into a space, a meditative space, and send everyone around us love, healing, and just whatever they need to, get, let's just send them all love, alright? So let's just do this together. Let's do it together.
Okay. You better be loving, you guys. Don't fuck around. Love one another. This is your podcast number what?
Sorry?
This is your podcast number what?
My podcast number 46 and my interview number 20.
Amrit one says something. She says, be more free than to control the outcome.
Yeah. What is that? Do you want to add on that?
I don't know. Be more free than to control the outcome.
Amrit, maybe you want to explain what is it that you just said? I kind of don't understand that, okay? And Howard has got a question. How do you define a good trip from a bad trip? Does it mean that it's going to be a scary trip, won't be a vacant?
Very, very good question.
Yeah.
To me, there is no bad trip. Yes, it may seem like bad. You're going through a roller coaster ride, but afterwards you'll always realize, but that is what is needed. You needed to go through that for the cleansing, for the healing. So there's actually no bad trip. It is all a good trip. It is just your perspective on it. It's just your perspective. That's all.
Okay, and Amrit has asked. Okay, he talk about setting intention before going in, but do you think it's better to go in with an open heart? That is also a good question.
Yeah, I think if that works for you, I mean, if sometimes you don't have intention, you just want to go in open heart, then you just do that and see what the psychedelic teaches you. If you take mushrooms, what does the mushrooms do? If you're going with open heart with ayahuasca, see what it's gonna do. If you get what you want to get, then it's great.
I wanted to speak to you about your experience in Vipassana. What did you like? What was your experience there? Speak about that.
Okay, the first few days were alright, but the fifth day was quite hard. It started getting really hard because I felt very, very closed in, very boxed in. You can't run away anywhere. You're really stuck. You don't have anyone to contact. You can't talk to anyone about anything. And I was actually going a bit crazy, and just getting a bit frustrated. I got really frustrated, but I guess because everything you do, right, is all set. You eat at this time, then you wake up in the morning, you meditate, you sit down you have to sit down for an hour cross-legged, okay? Your legs will become numb, but you have to just go through the pain. You have to go through the pain, you can't fuck around. And and coming out of it was, I don't know. I've got a lot of questions, more than answers. Yeah, you know me. I've got more questions than answers always.
But the thing is,
because when you go in also, they tell you can't do any of your past practices. So you can't meditate in your own way. You can't do yoga. You can't go jogging. You can't do anything. They control your input. So to a certain point, right, you felt so controlled, but I mean, sometimes that's needed, I think. Sometimes that is needed for you to really face your issues and get into a state of oneness to your body, because it's actually awareness, right? So what they do is, when you breathe, you can feel the sensation around your upper lip, right?
Yeah.
So they only ask you to be aware of this area. Okay?
Okay.
That's all. So the 10 days you only practice this area, then you go into this area, the triangle of your mouth here, right? And as you go for more vipassana, then you become aware of more places in your body. So now you're able to move your point of attention to different parts of your body when you want it. So you can travel. Basically, you're traveling in your body. You're traveling through your hands. You're traveling through your legs and stuff like that. So, but first they only teach you to be aware of this part. So you're only aware of your breathing. You're breathing and aware of what is going through in your mind. Because we have a tape player. Tape player is always playing in our mind. So then when you don't play with your phone, you don't read, you don't do anything, right? You are very aware of what is going on in your mind. So you can see all the shit that you're thinking of. Some of it is utter bullshit. And then you're like, oh my god, I've been thinking like this every day. Like that's why you feel so bad most of the time. You feel down and sad because there's this thing playing. Yeah. So that was my experience.
You can't do. I applied for first time I got applied, I got second time I got rejected. So then only I understood why they rejected me, because one of the questions they'll ask you, are you doing any kind of meditation or whatever, right? So the moment they know that you're doing meditation, you have to stop it for the next 3 months, then only you can come out. 3 months, this is what's keeping me up. How to not do anything.
I lied when they asked me, do I smoke and drink and do drugs? I lied. I said no, I don't do anything.
Put everything through.
You gotta lie. You gotta lie. Like fucking hell. Even if you go to hospital these days, you have to lie to get an ECG, right? You can't just say something like, I got chest pain. They'll say, fuck you lah. I'll give you some painkillers and fuck off.
So we're not advocating that, but if you're really, I think this is the small tips that you can get. But if you really need to go the right way, then do it the right way, right? I guess, that would be the message. Any question you want to ask me, or you want to share any particular experiences, probably which I am not aware of, or even people who's listening to in regards to entheogens or just meditation or anything revolving consciousness.
Yeah, it's just that the question when I take these drugs, right, is just that, am I going actually inside or am I going outside? And it's something that I still can't really put a finger on it. Is it something inside my head or is it something outside? And the experience, a good experience that I've had is, when I was in university, I was a militant atheist, right? I was a very staunch atheist. And right now, I'm more towards, I'm agnostic, you can say. I don't believe in a guy in the sky or whatever, but I believe in an energy, in a permeating energy that permeates through all of us and everything. So I think these drugs have helped me kind of come back to the center. If it wasn't for these things, I would still probably be a very staunch militant atheist, and I would all give you only evidence-based, everything is evidence-based, that kind of thinking, which I hate right now. You don't have to have so much of evidence to believe, right?
And they say those people don't believe, in fact, do more research and more study about something. So the moment you have conviction over something, you're already believing in something. So that itself makes you a believer, is something that I have come to recognize in the recent days. When you believe in something, it could be anything for that matter. It could be your child or you could be anything. But when you believe with conviction and you know that is your truth, then that kind of becomes your truth, whatever it could be. And if it is your truth which is bringing you to a space of
Your audio just went off. Okay, I think you're back. You're back.
Ago, I remember once, suddenly you said, we indigo children are very different, this terminology that you picked up and you said, I was like, huh, what is this, for me it was a thing. So who are indigo children and light workers? There's just more and more terminology which is coming up and like somehow you feel like, yeah, this could be me. Because sometimes I really don't feel I belong where I am. And I feel a much more deeper, stronger connection with people, although I'm not in interaction with them on a daily basis. However, that connection is just so deep and it's fulfilling, right? So sometimes I feel like I'm not from this planet. So yeah, do you feel like that too?
Yeah, of course. I mean, like just to answer your question, like indigo children are children who are left to their own devices, who listen to their heart and their intuition, and they are able to heal people, just by looking at them. I think you know about this. Like in India, there's a practice where people can look at your face and they can tell you what is your problem just by looking at your face. They can tell you have a liver problem, you have a kidney problem, you have a heart issue just by looking at your face. They don't need any diagnostic, nothing. They just look at your face. So I think these kids, when you leave them be, and when the society does not have so much of say, like when you put them through school, and that's why nowadays a lot of people are going to what's that thing they call when you're unschooling? You're unschooling people. Imagine that, you fucking put in school and then you unschool because it's crazy. So yes, indigo children, there are a few out there right now, but it's dwindling down. It's dwindling down because the powers that be don't let them express themselves for who they are. So yeah.
I want to ask you now, you are also a person who believes in the law of attraction, right? So do you believe in it?
Yes, I actually just finished reading a book. It's called Think and Grow Rich. Have you heard about this book?
I have a book
Yes, yeah, and
club and I have a weekly meeting. We actually discuss about the book.
yes, and the book, The Secret, is actually from that book.
Yeah.
Because this book was written very long time ago, and yeah, I mean it's not. I mean, you surely have instances in your life where you've attracted stuff in your life, right? So you can't say that it's not real, right? Yeah, I think we have to be open-minded to kind of accept a lot of these things because it has really happened to us, yeah.
And I think it's the power of thought, like your intention and what you actually give energy. Again, comes back boils down to energy, right? Where you focus, wherever your energy is, that's what's going to grow. Now, I want to ask you this. This is the exercise that I do with all my guests who come on the show, okay? I call this the billboard exercise. Now, imagine yourself, okay? Sunil, there's going to be a really huge billboard, okay? Huge. And it's going to be like right in front of KLCC. One is going to be New York, one is in Chennai, all over the way. Same billboard is going to be replicated everywhere. Now you are going to be on that billboard, okay, Sunil? Okay, now you have to tell me, take a minute, okay, go into your visualization. You're going to be on the board, okay? What are you doing? What are you wearing? Where are you? Who is with you? What is being written on the board? And what is it telling? So take a minute and then you tell me what's the matter.
I got it.
Okay?
I got it. Okay, it's okay. Just imagine this. Okay, it's a TV. Okay, I'm holding a sledgehammer.
Okay.
And I smashed the TV. All right. So the picture is of me smashing a TV, and on top it just says "Wake up."
Wow. Okay. So that's reality.
See, that's it.
Until wake up, huh?
That's about it.
We all to be good, but I think I speak very loudly about it. Nice. Now I will hold that image too, and hopefully it comes through soon. Yeah. now? Sunil, what are you reading now?
As I just said, I just read that book, Think and Grow Rich. Now I'm reading Jordan Peterson's 12 Rules of Life.
Wow, okay, nice.
But that's a bit hard read, like a lot of bombastic words, and you have to like look back after you read like one paragraph. You're like, what the fuck did he say? I have to look at it again, then read again. You know,
Okay.
so yeah.
And you recommend 3 documentaries, perhaps, that people should watch.
Documentaries, I can't really think of any right now. But there's so much. I mean, if you want to watch something pertaining to our talk, you could go online and watch Terence McKenna. I think Terence McKenna really speaks really well about these psychedelic drugs. And also Alan Watts. Yeah, Alan Watts is also another psychedelic guru, you can say. I mean, he did acid, and then from there he started doing his meditation and yeah, just following a different path as you said earlier.
I think even Vishen Lakhiani and all these people are also.
Vishen Lakhiani, don't talk to me about him. No. No. So yeah, that's. Yeah.
I cannot. Okay, never mind. So that's one more called DMT, spirit molecule. That's also quite interesting, I think. That's a nice one to watch.
Yes, yeah. DMT is basically what ayahuasca is. Okay, but it's more, ayahuasca is just a more prolonged version of DMT. DMT is normally very short acting. It works from 5 minutes to 7 minutes, but it feels like eternity. People go in and come out. They don't know. They're like, "Wow, was that only 5 minutes?" Yeah, you're shitting me. So it's yeah. And then I think you can listen to a lot of Terence McKenna talks. He explains it beautifully with all the, because I haven't really taken it, so I can't really say. But he says there's a lot of visions, and you see a lot of elf-like beings, and it's crazy. So yeah. Do your research. If you are interested in these topics, do your research. Go read. Go watch videos. But we're not advocating for you all to take any of these things. So yeah.
If it is an experience, Lara, it's experience. So what are you looking forward to 2020?
For the MCO to be over.
Okay. And what is your word for today?
What is my word?
Yeah.
Change.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Nice. Wow. I think this was a nice conversation. I think after a long time, we're actually speaking to each other for such a long time, right? It was a deep conversation. We laughed, we sang, we danced. It was really fun. Thank you so much for coming on this show, Sunil. I think it will break a lot of taboo even for me. I think it's also going to break me doing this topic itself. I think it is breaking a lot of my limiting barriers and my shells. And I want to see who is the real people who are authentically going to relate to me and accept me for who I am, and then let me create whatever that I need to create. So that is something that I wanted to put out, in the very beginning of my journey itself, and not like, say like, okay, I've figured it out, everything by myself. So this is something.
Yeah. So
It's been a great journey. Thank you so much for joining. Okay.
Thank you for having me on LSD. Laughing and dance. Thank you. Yeah. I bet you're going to have a lot of questions. Your friends are going to come and be like, hey, how la? Jom la, exactly, So have fun, yeah. Teach them. Talk to them.
Whenever it is, whenever they need to, and not like I'm a guru or what, but I think now I am in a phase where I know I didn't know anything. I've been lost. I was trying to find myself, and now I'm very close to knowing who I am. I wouldn't say I fully found myself, but I have moments that I say, okay, I know, and I think I am from the source, and something that I really feel deeply, and that's an experience that I want a lot of people to feel. And I think that's what is our mission as we go through this. That's what we'll be doing for everybody, right?
Yeah, awesome. Exactly.
Thank you so much once again. This is the Laughing Dance Story. I am Becky, and we are saying bye to Sunildeep. Bye, Sunil.
Bye-bye. Take care. Good night, everyone. Bye.